Treemonisha is an opera written and composed by Scott Joplin. Scott Joplin was a ragtime composer. He was most noted for his eclectic ragtime music. And what he decided to do was to create an opera called Treemonisha. Treemonisha was set in 1866 in Texarkana, Arkansas, and it was an opera set on a plantation that was left to former slaves. The idea that Scott Joplin had for Treemonisha was to, one, create something that really became an example of the African American experience in the late 1800s, real pieces of our history. But what I think he also tried to do in this experience in creating Treemonisha was to make sure that African Americans had a presence in the art form of opera.
Sitting in the waiting room, and it was just me and the other young ladies that were going to have the abortions, and it was all people just like me, you know, young girls, college age, dressed nice.
You know, I was asking, you know, God, you know, what do? I don't know what to do. I actually walked in the abortion clinic 3 times and walked back out.
And I remember at an abortion march in Columbia, they showed me like pictures, and I was like 10 years old, they showed pictures.
Our mission is to give women the choice of life, to give women the support and resources they need to have their babies. We want to stop abortions in the Mecklenburg County area and the surrounding areas. We just don't feel like that's the choice that women need to be making.
Are you guys having fun over there?
It is with deep and pardonable pride that I look back over the first 10 years in the life of Jack and Jill. When the first little group of us organized in January 1938 in Philadelphia, we were seeking to stimulate a social and cultural relationship between our children. Little did we dream at the time that this idea, which was so important and inspiring to us, would grow to such proportions.
These words by founder Marian Thomas Stubbs embody the aims of Jack and Jill, helping mothers learn about their children by careful study and supporting national legislation that improves the lives of all children. Both position Jack and Jill as the premier national organization for African American children. But it is the last aim that we seek for all children, the same advantages that we desire for our own, that gives birth to the Charlotte chapter's legacy of service.
I grew up in Jack and Jill, joined the chapter when I was about 8 years old. My mother is former president. She was two-term president, and she was also a member of the Jack and Jill Foundation, which was founded in 1968.
I'm Angel Thurber, and this is Bill. We're from Dallas, North Carolina. Rode up into Concord, and from Concord all the way to downtown Charlotte.
What's the ride like?
Excellent.
Beautiful North Carolina countryside for 60 miles, all the way up and down hills, small roads. Beautiful, beautiful ride.
This was my first time for this ride.
What do you think about it?
I know it was pretty cool. It's really something to see all those bikes going down the road all at the same time.
Well, of course, for the charities, we do everything for the charities, but this is the longest escorted ride in North Carolina.
And when the city of Charlotte came to me last year and said they wanted to try this event uptown Charlotte, I said this is a great opportunity to show everybody what the motorcycle's about, what economic impact the motorcycle's about. If you go down and look at the dyno down there where they're doing the dyno testing for horsepower on motorcycles, it's surrounded by about 100 people. Those people have probably never seen anything like that, so we're exposing these people to a lot of things that go on in motorcycling every day.